Go for it.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Joe Code Podcast. This is Joe Code episode 171. I am your host, Joe Marisi, and great to be here today. Solo pod, new pod shirt. Worn this before, but not on this podcast. It's denim. It's a bit thicker. That's why there's sweat here. Also, Aaron had me waiting out in the sun for 10 minutes. I was early today. Aaron was late.
I wouldn't say it was 10 minutes, and I wouldn't say it was the sun.
Oh, how the turntables have... Well, that's the thing. If you get here and no one lets you in, you're standing in the sun. Have you guys thought of a freaking, what do you call it, umbrella or even a awning maybe? Any thoughts of that?
None.
Bring it up at the next meeting. Aaron, can you hear me good?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, yeah. I don't know. I felt like my headphones were going in and out, but I think they're all right now.
Could be they're a little loose down there.
All right, so it's all good. All right, well, a big part of this podcast is a fan interaction. We do a lot of comments. We do a lot of emails here. We like to hear from you guys. We love the feedback. So today in this solo podcast, we're going to start off with Aaron reading some comments on the last few episodes that we've had. We've had great guests on. It's been fun, but today it's time to just have me here. And, it's enough asking people questions for the time being and, hey, what's up with you and all that shit. So, to start off today, we're going to have Aaron read the comments that that you guys have left, and I will respond to them as I see fit.
All right. We have from episode 170, 2 days ago, the Meredith Casey episode.
Meredith, yeah.
Cool Cat's Corner says, Meredith is right, Joe. You should do voice acting. You were hilarious in the animated sketch you did with Chad and JT and Strider. I hope we get 100 more episodes. Syndication, baby.
I mean, it'd be great. Yeah, I know those guys have been working on animated shows, and yeah, I know I have a fun voice for that. So yeah, that's definitely something I want to do here coming up in the future.
Tom B or Tomb 9330 says, I'm very glad she grilled Joe about not having a car. He uses not having a car as a pity party and has for years.
Really?
I don't think that's true.
For years?
And I don't think it's been years. It's so annoying. Get a car and stop being late to places. I love Joe, and someone that loves you should tell you this bluntly.
Hey, listen, man. First, a pity party, is that gifts or no gifts to the pity party? Bring gifts, because I pity the fool that doesn't have a car. Well, thanks for listening for years, by the way, and I don't bring it up all the time, and I've only used it as a pity party for jury duty. Other than that, I like it. I'm late sometimes because there's traffic, and this is far from where I live. And sometimes my planning goes wrong, and sometimes I have to take a shit before I come here, and then I'm like, oh, I didn't factor in shit time. Don't you guys do that?
It's tough.
But thanks. Who was that from?
That was Tom B or Tomb 9330.
All right, Tom. Yeah, thank you.
Mugshot Malone.
I'll try not to use it as a pity party.
Mugshot Malone comes to your defense. He says,
Yeah, defend me.
he replies and says, I wouldn't say use it as a pity party, but it is a great excuse for not being able to attend things. I wish I didn't have a car.
Yeah, it is. It gets you out of a lot of things. Hey, Joe, can I get a ride to the airport? No. What do you want, a piggyback ride there? Hey, Joe, can you meet me
Can you help me move?
anywhere? Yeah. No, yeah. Good.
Impulsinator says, keep holding strong on being car free, Joe. Don't let the car brains get you down.
I love this that we're going at each other now with cars and no cars. Yeah.
Yeah, that was randomly not attached to the other comments.
I live in a bustling metropolis. All right? I'm not doing this podcast from Bakersfield. I don't need a car out here in it's not a frickin' farmland, rural, spread out area. It's a bustling
It once was.
metropolis. Yeah, when in 18...
No, in like the 1910s. When back when we had the red car, Joe.
It was farms
Oh yeah.
over here.
The valley was all farms, yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Orange groves. Yeah. For reference, watch Who Framed Roger Rabbit or the newest Perry Mason, which is great.
Okay.
Jack8732 says, Joe, what are your thoughts on Matt Eberflus?
Oh, that's the
Eberflus?
Bears head coach.
He shouldn't be a coach anywhere.
Is that what that guy said?
That's what he's saying.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, it's a tough start to the Bears season. I don't know. I don't want to panic yet. He seems like a good guy. I just hope we could start stacking some wins here coming up.
Yes, on episode 169, Harper Rose Drummond, MSLI 23253 says 169. Let's go. Stoked.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah.
I'm stoked too.
James Hayden, maker of the Hero Draft, says the movie Hero Draft. You're really missing out on Lord of the Rings. There is a reason it's the only movie I put two heroes in from. Great pod as always. And he also replies, Miss Drummond is a delight.
Yeah, she is. All right. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'll get around to it, but maybe not.
It is great. It's my favorite film trilogy. And that's saying something.
Even more than like Back to the Future?
Yep.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. Star Wars.
All right, well, yeah. Yeah, Star Wars.
Yeah. The Hobbit's also good too, but not as good. But it's good.
Good.
We have a comment from Space Monkey Adventures on Chase Bernstein.
Oh, a while ago.
Episode 155. He says, great up.
Oh, thanks. Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, it was.
Back to episode 169. Jay McGowan, 360, says, go for it. Quote unquote, Aaron.
Yeah, that's Aaron's line. Thanks.
Keep it up, guys. Love the pod and love 169. LOL.
Hell yeah.
On the Renee Lancaster episode, MSLI says, Joe, the new animated series is awesome, brother.
Nice. Yeah, I don't know if it's so much a series.
Yeah, I think it's one video.
Yeah, that'd be great if it became a series, because then that means Joe's getting a little cash money over here. Little cash money.
Never hurts. Brandon Tyler does his thing to the episode. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, Brandon, thanks, man.
To the episode 167, Leah Lamar.
Oh, yeah, Leah.
Hopes and Dreams 96 says, hilarious ep.
Thank you. Yeah, that was a fun one.
On episode 166, Home Run Hudson, Alex Deshane says, possible upside down sandwich explanation. When a sandwich is messy, it can be easier to pick it up upside down.
Okay, yeah, this was in reference to the Sloppy Joe.
Yeah. Top bun on the bottom. This lets you slide your fingers under the top, grab the bottom with your thumb, it's easier than getting your thumbs under.
Ah, interesting.
I don't know. I feel like they're about the same.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, Aaron, by the way, did you? I didn't really talk to you about this, but that episode I named it for Hudson.
Oh yeah.
I think you caught on to
Yeah, I
that.
appreciate it. Yeah.
And then home run because you hit home runs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
On
was.
the same day. It was
Yeah.
crazy. Alex,
Is that okay that I did that?
Absolutely.
Okay,
Love it. Thank you
great.
so much. Alex Deshanes also comments, R.I.P. Hudson, hugging my healer extra hard tonight for you, Aaron. So he has a healer too. That's great.
Oh, nice.
Back to episode 167 with Leah Lamar. MSLI says such a dank episode.
Yeah.
Big Mikey YouTube says Joe has enough hog for the whole pod.
Yeah, you know it. That's right, Big Mikey.
And controversial here, the real Patrick Gregory 4 says fire up, bro. Is that the real Patrick or is it the imposter? I just don't know anymore.
Yeah, I don't know, but Patrick, thanks, man. Keep firing them out.
Brandon Tyler does his thing. Thank you, sir.
Brandon, thanks, dog.
History is Dank podcast says Dank.
Oh, dank.
Hip Hop Keychains says, this is a great pod. I listened this morning. Leah is cool. I think she needs to hook one of her friends up with God Hog Joe, though. What's good?
Yeah, that'd be sick. I'd be open to it. If Leah's like, hey, I have this friend.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, yeah, good.
And Big Mike YouTube says facts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are facts.
On the episode Home Run Hudson 166, Katniss, there's a lot of S's, says, Joe, I'd let you throw me a surprise party.
Good. Yeah, I would like to. That's what I was talking about. That episode. Yeah, it'd be fun to throw someone a surprise party. But Katniss, I would have to. You can't anticipate it.
Yeah. Never know when it's coming. The real Patrick Gregory 4 again says, fire up, bro.
That's right, Patrick.
We'll just take the compliment and not know who it's from.
Yeah.
Jessica Hopkins says, great podcast as always. I'm watching this on YouTube, and every ad I have is for Usher in Vegas singing shirtless and dancing. It feels right to hear Joe. And then without any pause, Usher. I hope Usher is paying for these ads.
Oh, nice. Usher ads come up on the YouTube.
Apparently so, yeah.
Yeah, fine. Vegas, Usher. I mean, whatever comes up. It's good to have the ads.
Yeah. Google is likely paying for it, and Usher has paid them, or his team, or Usher in Vegas, whatever, the hotel has paid for it.
And now it's time for Usher to pay us. Pay up.
Well, I'm saying that ad might be directed at Jessica
Yeah.
because of her other searches or whatever she said.
Oh, yeah, that's how the...
She might have talked to a movie theater usher, and all of a sudden. So, yeah, it's hard to say if he's particularly paying for it. Anthony Gomez says, R.I.P. Hudson. Take it easy, Aaron. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. It's been over a month, and it's it gets easier, but it still sucks.
Yeah, it sucks.
Okay, Tom B or Tomb again. He's on the Home Run Hudson episode. Says people eat their sandwiches on a bun, i.e., burgers, sloppy joes, etc., upside down, myself included, because we tend to pick them up with 4 fingers under the bun, which requires reaching your hands over the sandwich, causing the sandwich to be upside down as you bring it towards your mouth. Picking up the sandwich with your thumbs under the bun is reaching under the bun as opposed to over with your hands, which ends up being a lot messier than going over the bun. Not many people pick it up upside down and turn it over right side because that would cause another mess. I tried my best to wordsmith this the best I could to make sense, but if a video demonstration needs to be sent and it will explain anything, I can put together a 2-minute video.
Yes, it does.
Happily.
Yeah, I want to see a video of it because I'm picturing this, and it seems like the end result is the same. Because when you grab a burger, you still have your 4 fingers on top, thumbs on the bottom. So if it's upside down and you're grabbing it,
Yeah, they're grabbing it like this.
but then you're flipping it over, you're keeping
Yeah.
it that.
So you're still flipping it, so that could still cause a mess, unless you're really crippled.
Yeah, I don't understand the
I don't-
benefit
Yeah.
unless it's like, I don't know, then it's on burger construction. All right, did they build this burger properly? Did they,
Yeah.
is everything bolted down correctly?
Because if you're going this way, then you have to go.
Is did the ketchup
That doesn't work.
caulk the onions or whatever?
Slide a little sour cream in there.
Yeah.
Brandon Tyler does his thing. That
Thanks,
episode.
man.
Thank you. Impulsinator says, growing up, my parents just always served the sloppy Joe upside down to keep the meat in. Apparently, the school of thought is that the top bun is thicker, so it will absorb the slop without getting overly soggy. Sour cream is an absolute game changer on a sloppy Joe.
Yeah, I could imagine.
I also throw on some spicy sweet pickles.
Yeah, that's a good call too.
I'm into that.
Yeah, I mean this upside down stuff. I mean, whatever.
DeBen, who literally has a photo of Big Ben as his avatar,
Oh, nice.
says, I'm a Liverpool fan. We were talking about European League soccer,
Oh, right.
Premier League. And he says, I'm a Liverpool fan. We would gladly welcome you and Aaron to the club.
Oh, thank you, but I'm not.
And then C-Bone, C-B-O-H-N, says, Joe seems like more of an Everton guy. Great history, passionate fans.
I don't know who that is, man.
Everton's a team.
Okay.
Usually on the cusp of the top 5. Think playoffs. Haven't won since '87.
I don't have time to follow that.
They've got a rich connection to the city and are routinely smacked by their closest rivals.
I don't have access to any of the games.
Yeah,
I don't know what channel it's on.
They'll show them on regular cable, like early in the mornings on Saturdays,
Yeah, okay, well.
like 9 a.m. You're not going to be up for that.
No, I'm not up
No.
9 a.m. on Saturday. I did get up early every day this week so far.
Oh, that's
So
good.
suck on that for a minute.
Oh, then we've reached our last comment that we hadn't read. It's on the Tammy Tavares episode 157.
Yeah, Tammy.
Space Monkey Adventure says, best podcast in the game.
Oh, thank you. I love to hear that.
Yeah, we are all caught up.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, great comments. Great to hear from you guys. Love doing that. And then, yeah, it's like when we have guests on, sometimes we're not able to get to those, so it's good to get caught up and let you guys know that we do see them and we do like responding to them. And then we're going to get to some of the emails and then a hot new bracket that came in. We had a couple hot new ones. So excited for that. Right now, I want to get to a little game. We've been talking movies. A little game called Movies I Haven't Seen based on the title. So, I will look at a movie title and I will decide, no, I'm not seeing that movie. Aaron, have you ever, does anything pop into your head? A movie title that you're like, nah, I'm not going to see this movie. I don't like what they're saying here. Because I've got one queued up.
A movie out a couple years ago called, or maybe it was last year, Where the Crawdads Sing. Not interested.
Yeah, I think I remember that. Was that an animated?
No, it's based on a book that was very popular, which my wife has read it. I don't know. I don't.
Here's mine. So there was a 2009 movie that came out called Drag Me to Hell.
I've seen it.
Okay, no thanks. I haven't.
It's Sam Raimi.
Well, for a multitude of reasons. Don't tell me what's going to happen. Okay? Let me watch the movie and then see someone get dragged to hell. Okay? Don't tell me it in the title. Also, very aggressive. Drag me to hell? How about just come with me to hell? You know, maybe Hold My Hand to Hell.
Oh,
All right, it's a little aggressive. Drag Me to
a
Hell.
theme by Hootie and the Blowfish. Hold My Hand.
Yeah, Hold My Hand to Hell.
To hell.
Because don't tell me what that'd be like if Halloween was called Stabbing Teenagers. All right, dress it up a little bit.
Honestly, it kind of makes more sense than Halloween being the title.
No, I like Halloween. It's because then you're like, oh, it's Halloween. We don't know you don't know what's gonna happen. It's on Halloween.
It's when it takes place, but otherwise, it's not descriptive at all.
Like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That's too much information. It's in Texas, and there's gonna be a massacre with a chainsaw.
Yeah, that's true.
I do like. I know what you
though.
did last summer, though,
Yeah.
because that's like we don't know what happened last summer. Let's find out.
What about Scream?
That could be, hey, we're stabbing teenagers again.
Yeah. Still stabbing.
Yeah, we're still stabbing.
Scream 2, still stabbing.
Even Friday the 13th, stabbing at camp.
Yeah.
But I think Jason used a multitude of
Yeah.
techniques.
Yeah, oh, yeah. That was his big thing.
Yeah.
Variety.
Yeah, variety.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
Stabbing kids while they sleep.
But yeah, I like a good movie title. Now, I was trying to think if there's any movie titles where, like, I just read the title and I'm like, oh, I got to see this movie. And I don't think there is. I think movie titles can only turn you off, I feel like.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I was always confused when Avatar came out. I was like, why is this a thing? Why is this called this when there's another major franchise of anime called Avatar?
Oh, there is?
The Last Airbender, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you feel like they could have picked a different name.
Yeah.
It's like, I get it, they're in these avatars, but
Yeah.
maybe call it a Blue Man Group. But yeah, I don't know why that popped into my head, but I just thought of that. Yeah, just like very gruesome title.
Yeah, I feel like horror films, it's going to be more often you'll be like, nah.
Drag me. How about Push Me to Heaven, maybe? Let's shove me to heaven. Does somebody... I never saw that movie. Do they get dragged to hell?
I will not spoil it for you.
Okay. Oh, okay. 2009.
I saw it. I handled some of the film for it at the lab. So
What does that mean?
I worked at a film lab, and the film came in to be processed, and I filmed it. I touched it.
Oh, wow.
So then I was like, oh, yeah. Then I saw it.
All right. Well, that's pretty badass.
It's also Sam Raimi, so it's like, it's it could be good.
All right. Well, maybe I'll check it out. All right. So there's that. And I'd like to hear from people if there's any, if you got any movie titles out there that turn you off. Because there's definitely some more. Probably a lot, actually. All right. Well, with that being said, we're going to get...
Summer Catch, Fever Pitch.
I like that movie.
Two baseball movies that I don't like the movie, and B, don't like the title.
I mean, with Summer Catch, the Freddie Prinze, Jessica Biel.
Freddie Prinze, yeah, for sure.
Freddie Prinze Jr., Jessica... Yeah, but yeah, I liked that movie.
They should have found a guy who could throw a baseball.
Well, I mean, I like pretty much any baseball movie. Bold statement, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, whatever.
I'm too far. I'm too involved now. I can't like everything because of now. I just can't get over how bad people's form is and follow through.
All right, here we go.
Apparently, I just listened to a podcast on Major League,
Oh, that sounds neat.
And apparently Wesley Snipes ran so slow they had to film him in slow motion all the
Really?
time so that he looked fast.
Wow, he seems like he'd be athletic.
You'd think.
Well, he looked the part.
Yeah.
Willie Mays Hayes.
Apparently he had also, had to have extensive lessons to learn to play basketball for White Man Can't Jump. He's a dancer, man.
Oh, okay.
He was a dancer.
So, well, so then he should be pretty coordinated.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, that is interesting.
Versus Omar Epps, who's in the sequel as Willie Mays Hayes.
Oh, yeah.
And he is an athlete.
He's a good athlete.
Yeah. He's played several.
Yeah, it's good to have, if you're doing sports movies, you want to have people that are somewhat athletic at least. Come on. I mean, look at their resumes.
Oh, and they never...
Hey, this guy played high school sports.
There's not one shot of Willie Mays Hayes throwing the ball for a reason.
Yeah, I guess there's not.
There isn't.
Yeah, pretty much
catches
just
the ball, he runs with it.
Yeah, and stealing bases and yeah. Jeez. Yeah, maybe if you know you're in it, maybe practice.
Yeah.
Play catch. Leading up to the filming, Dick. All right. So, guys, I got some emails here. Don't forget, email me here, joecodepodcast at gmail.com. And, oh, yeah, I want to shout out the Next Bros Before Joe's show, Thursday night, October 10th at the Comedy Store. We've been doing Wednesdays. They gave us a Thursday night now, which is great. Come on out for Thirsty Thursday at the Comedy Store. October 10th, 10:30 p.m. in the Belly Room. All the guys are going to be there. Me, Kevin, Strider, Chad, JT. And then we have our special guests, Ramsey Badawi, Felicia Folks, and Harper Rose Drummond, all friends of Joe Code Podcast. They've all been on, and they're great comics, so we're looking forward to that, people. Tickets on sale now. Link to that is in my Instagram bio, or just go on thecomedystore.com. All right. And then, guys, I'm on Cameo. Don't forget that little video you can book me for. And then Patreon, $2 a month. Joe Code Podcast. Or, I'm sorry, patreon.com/Joe Code Podcast. All right. So, emails going back a bit here. All right. So this one comes from Taylor back on September 5th. And the subject of this is busting. Aaron, can you believe this?
Say that again?
The subject of this email is busting.
Oh, boy.
He says, "Hey, Joe, I just listened to the latest episode with Leah Lamar. She mentioned that you need to get laid." No, I don't, man. I hope you get laid if you come to Texas. Hit me up if you need some help out there. Hey, I don't. John, and he says, "Thanks, John." And then he said a follow-up to clarify, "I'm not having to I'm not trying to have sex with you. I want to wingman you." Yeah, I get it. Okay. No, I don't need help. Okay, I'm 40 years old. If I want to get laid, I can. It's not about getting laid. Okay? That's easy. Okay? There's nothing, it's very empty. There's no reason for that anymore. That's out of my system. But thanks for fricking offering, man. I know it comes from a place of, I want to help him out. Get yourself laid. How about that? All right. This is from our buddy Lane. who's the Brewer and Packer fan here. All right. Yeah, I don't think I read this one. Well, let's see. Questions, comments, part 5. Joe, parentheses, vegan, and Aaron, parentheses, carnitarian. What up? Appreciate the kisses. Wait, did we talk about this? The Baja Blast gelato at Taco Bell?
No.
I don't think we did. Okay. And Aaron, carnitarian. You eat meat, I guess. All right. What up? Appreciate the kisses on the last pod. Fall is in full effect, and your Cubs are looking to hibernate for the season, and Aaron's cars are ready to fly south. Yeah, actually, I'm going to jump into my This Sucks for this week since he brought that up. And yeah, Lane, This Sucks for this week is the Chicago Cubs missing the playoffs. Cubs got eliminated last week. Sucks ass. Not into it. Got hot in August and then September.
Yeah. The Cardinals haven't lost since being eliminated either. It's terrible.
They haven't lost since they got eliminated?
Yeah.
Big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks. All right, whatever, Lane. All right, let's get back to it here. Okay. It's a shame we won't have any playoff matches against each other, but you just got to do better. Oh, thanks. Oh, I got to do better? Talk to Jed Hoyer. If you don't know who that is, look it up. We're not going to get into it. How stoked are you for the Baja Blast gelato now being served at Taco Bell? Not stoked. I don't think I'm going to eat it. What about Aaron?
I've seen it advertised directly to me, and I've not gone for it.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'll give it a try, but I'm not even thinking about it.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many good ice cream spots out here. Okay. You also missed emails on the last pod. What's up with that? I didn't miss them, man. I didn't get... What are you, the frickin' director of the pod? Lane, man? This guy's something. What's up with that? I haven't seen a worse structure to something since I saw the Pickwick Theater in Park Ridge. All right, now this guy's just trying to take jabs. That's my hometown. The Pickwick Theater's like 100-year-old theater. Shut up. Have you even been there, Lane? Classic old theater. It is also fall now, where football is going to reign supreme. Unfortunately, my Packers did not do so well. Yeah, good. Against a good team, so I can't talk ish to you there. But the Bears stink and had 0 offensive TDs. Williams looked like absolute garbage. And I could not find the St. Louis Rams game on TV for Aaron. I don't think Aaron's a Rams fan.
Nope.
And also, they don't play in St. Louis anymore. Is this guy living under a rock?
I'm also not from St. Louis, so I wouldn't care.
Yeah. Lane. Yeah, okay. Also, get off Caleb Williams. I got people saying that. He's in his 3rd game. And also he's getting better every week. He's a rookie. And the Bears are going to be fine. Shut up. I'll leave you with one question since it's a fall-themed email. What is your favorite soup/stew to chow down on? Or does LA not do that due to its climate and weather? Now, it gets cool here. Warm laying down hugs, Lane. Okay. All right, Lane. Good to hear from you. Thanks, man. Yeah, good question. I'm a big, let's see. For me, it would be a soup. I really like, I really like a tortilla soup. Or even just like a classic tomato basil soup. I'm into that. Aaron, do you have a favorite soup or stew?
I don't. I don't like soup or stew.
All right, well, 0 for 2, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, a tomato with a grilled cheese, always good.
Yeah, I love that. All right. All right, we got Luke, Renee. We did the phallic art one. All right, here's one from Micah. And subject is injuries. Joe, happy 169th ep of the pod. I didn't realize it was your senior year of football when you got hurt. I'm assuming that was early in the season and you sat out most of the year? Yeah, that's right. My senior year, I broke my collarbone in the state semifinals of football. We ended up losing that game and finished third in state. Damn, that's tough, man. If you could go back, would you get hurt in the beginning and be able to come back and finish your season? Or get hurt, arguably, when it mattered most, but play everything prior? I mean, I guess I would have rather got hurt later. Because getting hurt, I want to say the third game of the season. Yeah, and you only play 9, and I had to have surgery, so they said I couldn't. They said I couldn't come back and play because I had to do rehab and all this. The doctors did not.
You got hooked on drugs?
They did not clear me. What did I say?
He went to rehab. I just made a joke.
Oh, yeah.
On drugs.
I did take Vicodin for a little bit. Strong stuff. Stay away from it unless you need it for painful injuries. But, yeah, no, I would have rather... Yeah, I would have rather played the season and like been in the playoffs and gotten hurt. That would have been better instead of having to watch the whole rest of the season like a sack of dick. Stay frosty, Micah. Yeah, thanks, Micah.
There's no chance. Well, you were a quarterback, so you couldn't play with one arm.
Well, no, that was my senior year. I was cornerback. I got hurt on defense.
Oh well, why? Well, there's no reason to risk it, but I mean. Certainly, there are guys who play with casts on.
Yeah, there are. Yeah, I remember one guy jabbing it. I mean, they wouldn't let me do that because I wasn't able to rotate my wrist.
Yeah.
I had, the way they had me casted up in the surgery, I basically lost the function of any kind of wrist rotation.
Oh, okay.
So I had to rehabilitate that.
Yeah.
It was cool. It was fun.
I mean, when I fractured
sarcasm.
When I fractured my wrist, I had a cast, across the bicep, all the way down, and I was still playing dodgeball and shit.
Jeez, I couldn't do that. Like when I had surgery, they had me like that.
Yeah.
Not like in a fully like whatever plaster cast or what, but kind of that.
Yeah.
And I like made my mom call them to like, I'm like, hey, I can't have this. I need to have my elbow out. Call them. We're getting the short cast quicker.
Call it up.
And it worked.
All right. I didn't know your parents could make demands of doctors like that.
Well, no, they just moved up because they were like, hey, we'll give you the short cast in like 2 weeks or whatever.
Yeah.
And then they gave us an earlier appointment.
I'm just saying, like my girlfriend in high school, her parents just said, her quinceañera was coming up, and she's like, just take her braces off, and I didn't know that was an option.
Yeah, take them off, and they did.
They did.
Yeah, I got my cast cut off before a few years ago, when I fractured my arm playing softball out here in L.A. They put it on, and I went back the next day, and I said, cut it off. They'll do it. Yeah, I was like, it's too tight. I'm losing circulation. I don't know if that was true or not. I was maybe in a panic state. And then I just got a splint at Rite Aid or CVS. Because it wasn't a bad break. It was just like a crack in the bone.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need that bullshit
I guess.
on my arm sealing up my shit. Well, and then my niece, I fractured her or some. She did something with her arm, and they had the fiberglass cast. They had I saw the picture. They had it. It was open on the top, like they had the fiberglass around it, but there was an opening on the top to where you could take it off. I don't know, because maybe she didn't break it that bad, but
Maybe.
yeah, I don't want my arm sealed up. God. All right, here's one from Brandon Tyler. Subject is great work, Renee. The Making Rent pilot teaser by Renee was incredible. The cast variety was great. Joe as a cop is absolutely perfect. So much talent at the store. He's talking about the Comedy Store. And I love seeing things like this. Keep up the good work, guys. I wish I could be there more. Thanks, Brandon. Yeah, Renee, you guys, Renee Lancaster, who was on just a couple episodes ago, put out a great pilot on YouTube. You guys should check it out. I'm in it. Adam Ray is in it. The great Adam Ray. And a lot of our other funny friends at the Comedy Store, so you guys should check that out. It's called Making Rent. Oh, here's one, Aaron, from Michael.
Okay.
Old Michael. We haven't heard from that much lately, but he's coming back. Hey, Joe. No offense, but Aragorn would skewer Shrek like a wild boar. Okay, it's not fighting the matchups, Michael. I don't know why
It's hard not to.
I mean, do I have to be more clear about stuff like when we do these brackets? If it's person against person, why does everyone go to violence? I'm not saying it's him against him. It's not. What do you guys think it is? A battle to the death? This isn't Mortal Kombat. Okay. I'm not saying, if it's Shrek versus Aragorn, how do you think they would do against Shang Tsung? Okay, it's not Mortal Kombat. So get off that, guys. All right. Here's I like this. This is a fun one here. Because this is it's like a bracket, but it's not. I feel like there's really no right or wrong with it. It's one of these start, sit, and cut things.
Oh, okay.
From, this is from Tyler. Joe, Aaron, and any legendary guest. Oh, they're not here today. What up? I've been going to a lot of weddings this fall wedding season, and it's got me thinking about the choices the bride and groom choose in regard to the refreshments for their guests. Yeah, these are very tough choices. This gave me the idea to write in to get your thoughts via the form of start, sit, and cut. In case you've never done one of these, it's very simple. Yeah, I can figure it out without you even explaining it, but thanks for explaining it. In case you've never done one of these, it's very simple. You're building a team and have to choose one to start, one to sit, and one to cut. In honor of this being the podcast of food, beer, and men, I decided to add one more category that I would love to get yours and Aaron's thoughts on. So we have beer, wedding hors d'oeuvres, and early 2000s outfielders. And these are 3 choices in each. We have to start one, sit one, cut one. Starting with beer, which, I don't know, Aaron, you're going to have to go with your whatever.
Okay.
Beer. Choose one to start, sit, and cut. Modelo, Especial, Coors Banquet, Blue Moon. Aaron, I guess go off whatever the fancy name is.
I'm going to cut Coors Banquet. I'm going to sit Blue Moon and start Modelo. Just because it looks cooler.
Yeah, Modelo,
It looks fancy.
I think is the most popular beer right now. Like maybe, at least in America, I think it's like the best selling. I mean, I had some Coors Banquets the other week, and I don't know. There's going to be some tough calls made here on the pod. Blue Moon. Man, I do like Blue Moon, but yeah, it's tough. Yeah, I guess I have to. With these are tough choices. I'm gonna go slightly different than Aaron. I'm starting Modelo Especial. I've got Coors Banquet coming in off the bench. They're sitting, and I'm gonna have to cut Blue Moon. I'm sorry to say, but cuts have to be made. There's only so much room on the roster. All right. Okay. Now here's a tough one for wedding hors d'oeuvres. Aaron, choose one to start, sit, and cut. Bruschetta, crab cakes, cocktail meatballs.
I love them, and I was ready to start them. But I think you gotta cut crab cakes.
Will they get injured?
I think you don't go seafood at a wedding.
Why is that?
There's just potential for bad.
There's just better options.
There's potential for your breath going bad. There's potential for them being bad, and turning your stomach in a way that you just cannot have at a wedding.
All right, I'm fine with that.
I love them. I wish I could still eat them. I love a crab cake. I think you sit bruschetta. It'll be out there.
Yeah.
And you start cocktail meatballs, and those better be all beef, or all pork, not.
Now, are you talking like the Swedish meatballs where you can like dunk them in barbecue sauce?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think that's what we're talking. Those are delicious.
Yeah. Just as long as, no soy in there. People don't need the soy farts.
Yeah.
At a wedding.
All right, I'm going to go slightly different.
Okay.
I'm starting bruschetta.
Okay.
Because nowadays I'm a big tomato basil guy. I eat a lot of that. Part of my diet. I'm going to sit cocktail meatballs. And then, I'm going to have to cut crab cakes, which, I've loved all my life.
Mm-hmm.
But, again, we're going to make some tough calls here. Wedding hors d'oeuvres, this is the Super Bowl here. Have to cut crab cakes.
Yeah, you don't want anything risky.
Yeah. All right, now here's a fun one.
Our wedding hors d'oeuvres were, we spoke about it earlier, grilled cheese, little grilled cheese.
Yeah, the little cut up little bits.
With little soup to dip it in.
Yeah, I fucking love that. I don't need to swear about it, but yeah, it's delicious. All right, here we go. Early 2000s outfielders. Choose one to start, sit, and cut. Carlos Beltran, Manny Ramirez, and Vladimir Guerrero. This is pretty good.
I think the cut is easy. He's a great hitter, but he's a mental case, and he's a PED user.
Oh, you cutting Manny?
And he's a terrible outfielder. Manny Ramirez is cut.
Yeah, I could see that.
The other two guys are Gold Glove caliber defenders, so if they're gonna if you're gonna have DH, you can keep Manny. But if you need a guy in the outfield, you don't want Manny Ramirez out there.
Well, who's getting the start?
I'm gonna start Carlos Beltran.
Ooh,
Vlad Guerrero is great. He's a Hall of Famer. I think Beltran should be too. He's got a little stink on him from the Astros scandal, and I don't think PEDs, but a switch hitter, power from both sides, Gold Gloves, played center, was a Cardinal for a couple years. Loved having him.
Yeah, makes sense. I think I'm gonna go slightly different. I was a big fan of Manny back in the day, like when the Red Sox came back against the Yankees and then won that 2004 World Series.
Yeah,
after they beat them.
Yeah,
was that against the Cardinals?
Yeah.
Well, sorry, man. Whatever. I was
105 win Cardinals.
Well, it gave me like hope for the Cubs because I'm like, oh, now the Red Sox, they broke their curse, so the Cubs is coming soon.
You literally had the same GM.
12 years later. Yeah, Theo.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I definitely want to start Vlad Guerrero. I loved watching him. And
I love Vlad Guerrero. Swinging at everything.
yeah, just
Ball bounces, still hits it.
just so gifted.
No batting gloves, too. Which is always fun.
Man, I mean, Manny was just so clutch. It's tough. Back when later in his, he played on the Dodgers.
Mm-hmm.
He beat the shit out of the Cubs in a playoff series in like 2007, 2008, when the Cubs played the Dodgers in the divisional series. Manny, the Dodgers swept the Cubs and just beat them up. It was brutal, and Manny was like on fire. That was annoying as shit.
Yeah.
That was the Lou Piniella Cubs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Almost forgot.
Carlos Beltran. I mean, Beltran, I mean, he was awesome. I don't know. Manny brings a little flavor. I'm sitting Manny. I'm cutting Carlos.
Wow.
Tough calls.
Wow.
Tough calls. Thanks, Tyler. That was fun. All right.
You did start the only one of them that's in the Hall of Fame. So
Yeah.
that is, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, there isn't. All right, Aaron, we're going to get to a hot new bracket.
Oh, boy. I see it coming.
Very hot. And what I love about it is it's specific. And I love that Matt and Ren did this. So I'll read the email, then I'll have Aaron take over the reading of the matchups.
Ooh, wow.
Okay, here we go. This is best Italian foods bracket. And again, it's not just like pasta. They broke it down, which I love to see. Let's get into it. Joe and Aaron, we've got a new bracket for you, and this time we're diving fork first into the world of pasta, pizza, and everything in between. This season, the stakes are higher and the flavors are bolder. That's right. Which dish will rise to the top and be crowned best Italian food? Only one can win, and it's time to find out. Side note, we omitted seafood dishes and foods to be more inclusive to Aaron. Good, yeah, because then Aaron just like, oh, well, I don't eat it, blah, blah, blah.
I mean, I might have opinions on it.
All right. Best regards, Matt and Ren.
Appreciate it, though, guys. Thanks.
What's that?
I appreciate their consideration.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. Yeah, we don't need the seafood dishes. All right, this is great. We got 16 seeds total. We got 2 brackets.
I'll start us off.
Let's do it.
In the Al Pacino Conference.
Love it.
It's hilarious. We have number 1 carbonara versus number 8 gelato. Whew. I'll be honest. I have not had carbonara.
It's a spicier sauce.
It has an egg in it, right?
I'm
pretty sure that's the big thing about it. It has an egg in it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Wait, let me see. Okay, here we go. It's a pork. Oh yeah, there's typically a pork in there. Okay. Yeah, so I'm thinking, you know what? I was thinking arrabbiata,
Okay.
which is a spicier sauce. Yeah, gelato. I mean, I just have to go with what I do now. I can't I'm just not really a meat guy.
Yeah. Where is that consideration, Matt and Ren? Just kidding.
I'm not a huge gelato guy, but if I eat it, I mean, damn, it is good. And there's a huge assortment of flavors.
Yeah. I mean, in Italy, it cannot be beat.
Yeah.
It's so good. And you don't feel full at all. It's great.
And I know people love carbonara, but right off the bat, I'm going to have to go upset gelato 4-2.
Yeah, carbonara sounds amazing, and I will have it at some point. But I've definitely had lots of gelato, and it's great. So I'm gonna say 4-2 as well.
All right, I like that.
Next matchup, number 2, gnocchi versus number 7, caprese salad.
All right, this is tough. I love both of these. I really became big on gnocchi. My dad actually makes it pretty damn well. He's made it before. It's tough to make too. It's very time consuming.
Yeah.
But I enjoy it. If it's cooked right, it's friggin' delicious. Yeah, I love a refreshing caprese salad. But I feel like I could get those that same stuff from a margarita pizza, which is on the other side of the bracket that I saw.
Yeah.
It is tough because caprese salad is a lot of good ingredients, but it's very tight. But I want to advance gnocchi 4-3. That's what I want to do.
Okay.
What about you?
I'm just double checking on caprese salad. I've definitely had that. I'm going gnocchi, and I'm gonna say it's a gentleman's sweep, 4-1.
Yeah, I dig that. It's a very underrated pasta.
Yeah. Next matchup, number 3, bolognese versus number 6, cannoli.
This is a tough matchup.
Yeah.
Because can you hear me? Because my headphones went out.
Yeah.
All right, but man, I was a huge bolognese guy. Damn it. I don't want to advance another dessert. Man, I love freaking cannoli, though. Shit. I mean, whatever. I don't eat bolognese, which is meat sauce. I don't eat it anymore, but
I don't know. I'm feeling the sweet right now. I'm not opposed to cannoli taking the upset here.
I mean, I remember, it might have been like last Christmas. My dad made homemade cannolis. They were freaking great. I mean, a bolognese sauce is great. I used to love it. I don't know. Cannolis are so fun, though. And it's just a great name, too. All right, cannoli 4-3.
I'll go cannoli 4-3. Yeah. A well-made cannoli.
Yeah, it was tough.
This next matchup's tough too, though. I really think it is. Number 4, lasagna versus number 5, Italian cold cuts. Whew.
I mean, for me, this is easy. Even though, I mean, at a certain point here, I got to give meat its props. Italian. I mean, growing up with it, especially like Italian subs and mom making delicious ones. I've been to a lot of Italian delis that are great. I'm going Italian cold cuts heavy here. 4-1 gentleman sweep. I like lasagna. Not a huge fan of it. I know my dad hates it.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, because you could certainly get it in a vegetarian.
Yeah. Just a lot going on there. It's like
Even
pasta cake,
even
basically.
butternut squash and basil.
Oh yeah,
That's
you could
really
do that for the lasagna.
Yeah.
But Italian cold, I mean, you're packing a punch here. We're talking a
It
lot.
really
We're
is.
talking mortadella,
It's a staple.
sopressata,
Yeah. Gabagool.
yeah, prosciutto.
Prosciutto.
I mean, yeah, I'm going 4-1 cold cuts.
I think it's closer. I'll go 4-3 cold cuts.
All right.
Yeah.
Giving lasagna some love.
I am. I do love it. I mean, you get one at a high-end restaurant. Whew. Now over to the Joe Pesci conference.
Yeah.
We have number 1, pesto, versus number 8, which may also have pesto on it, chicken parm. Probably not. Probably wouldn't have it.
Wow, pesto number 1 seed.
It's interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting. I mean, chicken parmesan, we're talking classic dish.
Yep.
You'll get a side of pasta with it.
Mm-hmm. Or you can get it in a sandwich.
I mean these, yeah, you could. I mean, just pesto.
Yeah.
I,
Pesto's delicious, but I don't think it holds up.
yeah, chicken parm is coming for you.
Yeah.
Oh, they're the 8 seed? Well, guess what? They won.
Yeah, both number 1s going down.
They won. 4-2. Suck it.
Yeah. I'd even say 4-1.
Yeah, you guys out of your mind?
Yeah. Number 2, risotto, versus number 7, a margarita pizza.
All right, I alluded to it earlier. Margarita pizza winning big. Not a big risotto guy. I've had it like a handful of times. Like I'll always like try it, but get the brooms out. 4-0 sweep. Margarita pizza advancing to the next round.
Yeah, I almost feel like risotto's too vague.
Plus, I eat a lot of those nowadays.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's almost a little vague, risotto. Like in an arancini. Ooh. I'll go margarita pizza. 4-2. Yeah, 4-2 is good. I do like a risotto.
All right, well.
Yeah. Number 3, Alfredo, versus number 6, tiramisu.
Okay, I don't really have it anymore. I kind of forgot about it, but it's got to be. My favorite Italian dessert is tiramisu.
Wow, okay.
Throughout my life.
Wow.
There's just
You are a coffee guy.
yeah, there is coffee to it. But even when I was a kid, it just has a fun, like, texture to it. It's got, like, a little, it's kind of spongy a little bit. Not a big Alfredo guy, especially with my pasta. Like, with pizza, I'll do more, like, white. I'm more prevalent to do a white pie with. I'm not a big.
Okay.
Yeah, tiramisu just fun, looks nice. It's great when it's like chilled. Wow, I'm going upset again.
Wow.
Tiramisu, 4-2.
The desserts are taking names. This might be where we split.
We can split,
Yeah. I think I'm going to go Alfredo.
and then we'll have some schmuck break the tie.
I do like an Alfredo more than I like tiramisu. Tiramisu's fine. I don't. If there's something else in the menu, I'll order it.
Oh, it tastes like coffee.
I don't mind the little bit of coffee flavor.
Yeah, it's just
to
a
it,
hint.
but it's not my favorite of the desserts. We've already mentioned the other two. So I'll go Alfredo 4-2.
All right, we'll split on that one.
And the last matchup in the Joe Pesci Conference, number 4 ravioli versus number 5 bruschetta.
All right, good matchup. I gave bruschetta some love earlier in the start, sit, cut shit. But I do love ravioli, and it reminds me of the holidays, especially Christmas. My grandma, she makes a ton of ravioli. My mom would make them. You could do meat, you could do cheese. They're fun, easy to eat. I love the look of them. I love saying them. I love talking about ravioli. Could be a good dog name.
Yeah.
Hey, ravioli.
Have you had toasted
Come here.
ravioli?
Oh, yeah.
St. Louis staple.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love those. Yeah, I dip them in some sauce.
Oh, yeah. It's good, too.
And bruschetta is delicious and refreshing, and I do love everything about it, but you just don't have
It doesn't have enough.
the love that ravioli has.
Mm-hmm. I think I've even had chicken parm ravioli, if you can believe that.
I can't believe it.
At
I can't.
The restaurant where Robert Blake murdered his wife in Studio City.
Oh, wow. Wait, how do you have chicken parm ravioli?
They're gigantic. It's a big ravioli.
Ah.
Yeah.
So it's like inside?
Yeah.
Kind of like the Cheez-It Crunch Wrap at Taco Bell?
Kind of like that, yeah.
In the same ballpark?
Yeah.
All right, it is tough. Tight matchup, but I do advance ravioli 4-3.
For me, it's not even close. For me, ravioli sweeps.
Okay.
4-0.
I'm okay with that.
All right.
All right. Wow. Exciting first round. Thank you, Matt and Ren.
Yeah.
I need to get now to a Joe code for this week. And Joe code for this week is the word fest after any month works. So, like, I have a friend in... I'm going to take a sip of water.
Cool.
I have a friend in Germany right now, and guess what? It's Oktoberfest, but is it? What does it say on the calendar? It's freaking September.
Yeah.
26th, Thursday. And he was there a couple days ago. Why not call it Septemberfest? That's fine. That's a good name, too.
Sure.
Okay? Back at my school growing up, we had Septemberfest. We called it that. We had a tent. Big tent out. January Fest sounds fine. February Fest, good alliteration. March Fest, April Fest, May Fest is that sounds like an actress. May Fest, she's up for the awards. June Fest, the shorter months are kind of June Fest, July Fest, August Fest. August Fest is really the one that really doesn't roll off. But all the Burr months that end in BER, those all work. Septemberfest, Oktoberfest, Novemberfest, Decemberfest. You can't lose with fest. Okay? It doesn't matter what month it is the point.
I like it.
Thank you. All right, now this is great. Sorry, we're going to go right into it here.
Okay.
Naps.
Oh, yeah.
I don't take them that often, but throughout your life, from a baby to a toddler to a child to an adult, a little nap can go a long way. not too long, maybe an hour, maybe a little longer. Other than that, you're just frigging sleeping. And then you wake up and you're like, "Oh, what day is it? Where am I? What time is it? What the hell? It's dark now."
Yeah.
I didn't remember that it was dark.
The late afternoon nap is a real
Yeah,
mind fuck.
that's tough. But yesterday, I was up early. I took a little nap. What did I sleep? Well, I slept like 4 to like 5:15. I was okay though. But naps are always great. But I wouldn't do them every day. I would do them a little bit here and there. But if you must, I mean, if you're up early and getting a lot of stuff done, and then, All right. So, I mean, I think that's about it. We could do a quick recap of the notes and stuff. Yeah, I had to get an eye exam yesterday for my, I got to get new contact lenses. Aaron, do you have those or no?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you do. Okay, so, yeah, my eye health is great, which is great to report, because about a year ago I had, like, a bacteria thing.
Yeah.
And then he said I had, like, scarring, and the guy thought that might last, that I might not get rid of it.
Oh, wow.
But it's gone.
That's great.
Yeah. My eyes feel great. They look great.
You know what I did last Friday?
And daily contact lenses are about $20,000. No, what's that?
Yeah, don't do daily. Last Friday I had to get here early for a shoot, and I was trying not to wake up my wife, and I was putting in my contacts and just using a sliver of light that was coming through the curtain. And I tried to wash my hands, put soap in my hands, rinsed them. Didn't rinse enough, clearly.
Yeah.
Put that first contact lens in my eye and burned.
Yeah.
Burned. I turned completely red.
Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah. And then because I had the lens still on my finger, I couldn't really rinse my eye out until I could put it down. And then I couldn't find the fucking...
Did you lose it?
No, I got it.
Okay.
Eventually, but it was burning the entire time until then. And of course, screaming fuck woke my wife up.
Oh, yeah, there you go. So now open the curtain.
Yeah, I might as well. And then I wore glasses that day, and it sucked.
Jeez. Yeah, the things with these contacts. Well, yeah, because I thought about going dailies, which everyone out there is, you wear a contact one day and then you throw it out, new pair the next day, and you do that every day. But typically, I wear monthly ones. I change them out every month. Is that what you do, Aaron?
Yep.
I mean, they told me the price difference, and it's astronomical. I'm not spending $1,000 on contact lenses. Like, I don't think, and then it's versus like $300, which I don't think even buying contact solution for a year, I don't think it would equal that.
No.
Like, oh, you save by not buying the solution. I'm like, I don't think it equals it.
No.
With that disparity. Nice try. Nice try on the upsell.
Yeah.
How much of a cut are you guys getting of that?
Have you thought about going blue eyes, colored contacts?
No.
Me neither.
I like my eye color. All right.
It would be freaky.
Huh?
It would be pretty freaky.
Well, maybe for Halloween. All right, we'll wrap it up with Aaron. Just you haven't talked about softball in a while. Are you in a new season? Are you healthy? Are you hitting? Are you?
Yeah, both my teams are in. Since we last talked about it, I hadn't won a game until Monday. I had lost 7 in a row on 3 different teams. Not that I'm playing in 3 different teams. I just subbed for one once.
That's tough.
Yeah, and then last Thursday, I thought I broke my pinky. I pitched the first inning. I got shelled. I took myself out. And then this guy that looked like Don Mattingly was batting, and he hit a ball. I was playing second base, and he hit a ball on the ground really hard. I reached down to grab it.
On your glove hand?
My glove hand, yeah.
What the hell?
I know. What padding was my glove?
What's going on?
And it was weird because it barely nicked me, but it hurt like hell. And it still does.
Yeah, it must have, like, dodged the padding somehow.
Yeah. I didn't. And then 2 batters later, I fielded a ball that's,
Did you make the play?
I did make the play, but.
You didn't make the play?
I did.
You did. On the
but
one where
yeah.
you got hurt?
Not the one I got. It like I didn't even slow the ball down. I don't know how the hell it happened, but it hurt like all get out, and still sore. But thankfully the swelling went down by about Sunday, and I'm able to play. But it even hurts to swing. I could barely swing a bat the rest of the game because it's my bottom hand.
All right. Well, be careful out there. Any playoffs coming up, or it's too early still?
Oh, it's still too early.
Okay.
Monday I'm sure we'll make it. Thursday, I don't know. We're just struggling to get guys. It's really annoying.
All right.
It's probably my last season doing Thursday. I can't manage a team anymore.
Yeah, that seems like a tough night.
Yeah.
For people to make it. Speaking of Thursday, don't forget to come out to Bros Before Joe's. Thursday, October 10th at the Comedy Store. Joe Marisi, Kevin Fard, Strider Wilson, JT Parr, Chad Kroger, Ramsey Badawi, Harper Rose Drummond, and Felicia Folks. And don't forget, subscribe to the YouTube channel here, people. Joe Code Podcast. Subscribe, comment, like. Love to hear from you guys. Send in the emails. I still got a couple more emails to get to. We'll get to those next time. So thank you guys for that. And all right, that's it, Aaron. Thanks a lot. Thank you guys out there. Joe Code Podcast. Joe Marisi. Thanks a lot, everyone.